Hey, welcome back to the channel. So here we are out here in Louisville, Kentucky at Cave Hill Cemetery. Very prominent cemetery. A few famous graves we may just happen to come across. So but yeah, very large cemetery. One of the largest in Louisville, perhaps maybe even one of the largest in the state of Kentucky. And it's chock full of graves and those of just normal Louisville citizens and normal everyday people, and also a few notable people as well. So let's just have a little walk, explore this place. Got a lot of ground to cover. It's a very pleasant day. It's finally down in the 70s for summer, and summers down here are pretty awful when it comes to the humidity and stuff, but man, it's perfect conditions for this. So got up early. It's about maybe 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock, somewhere around there. I haven't checked the time yet. So but for such a large cemetery and such a I wouldn't call it a tourist destination, but a lot of people do come here. As a matter of fact, a lot of people come here just to walk around for exercise. Cemeteries are starting to become those places where you can actually come and jog and walk the kid in the stroller. Strange enough, but yeah, most people think that's taboo, but why not, right? It's beautiful here. I mean, they've done a lot to make this place nice. And as old as this place is, I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. Like, got all the nice gardens and everything. I mean, if I had a choice of cemeteries, this would probably be at the top of the list. So although I'm gonna try to be buried at Arlington, but here I am, I'm rambling. Okay, let's get on with this this video, and let's see if we can't discover any cool, unique headstones and come across a few of these famous people that may be interred here. So without further ado, let's get at it. Ew. So we're approaching our first famous grave, and one of Louisville's favorite sons, and probably, let's just call it what it is, the greatest, probably the greatest son of Louisville. And I've been here before my channel. The lines typically are pretty crowded around here, but I'm hoping that, being that it's first thing in the morning, that we could just get right on in there. But yeah, let me introduce you to the greatest.
I asked how much money was I getting, you know, for taking up all my time. You know, I used to get a little paid for this. And they said, your budget's kind of low and you don't pay too much. So I wrote a poem, and I'm going to close with this. I love your show. and I like your style. But your pay is so cheap, I won't be back for a while.
So it says, Muhammad Ali, January 17th, 1942 to June 3rd, 2016. He took a few cups of love. He took 1 tablespoon of patience, 1 teaspoon of generosity, 1 pint of kindness. He took 1 quart of laughter, 1 pinch of concern, and then he mixed willingness with happiness. He added lots of faith, and then he spread it over, and he served to each and every person he met. Muhammad Ali. So yeah, that was Muhammad Ali. For those that aren't in the know of who he was a professional boxer and considered, well, self-proclaimed was the greatest. That was his nickname. But yeah, he lived up to that. He fought in famous fights. You know, the Thrilla in Manila, the Rumble in the Jungle. Very, very renowned for his boxing, and you know, through the 60s and 70s. Was originally born, his name was Cassius Clay, and he changed his name to Muhammad Ali after converting to Islam. So yeah, check it out if you ever come by here. It's one of the most prominent graves, and there's also a couple more, so we'll just continue to move on and find these other ones. I know I probably got a long way to walk, so trying to dodge the geese. There's plenty of wildlife in this cemetery, so let's get after it. So up ahead here in front of me is another prominent figure and pseudo famous grave, but it is the grave of George Rogers Clark. So who is George Rogers Clark? Well, you could read the plaque, but I'm here, I'll tell you. So there he is right there, General George Rogers Clark, born on or about, I don't know, OS, November 9th, 1752, and died February 13th, 1818. So George Rogers Clark was known as the George Washington of the West. Now, we're in Kentucky, but think back to the Revolutionary War, where Clark was a general. So he was called the George Washington of the West because he was in charge of the Western forces during the Revolutionary War. So areas around where we are in present-day Kentucky and you know, the Western frontier, as they would call it. But he repelled the British and played a huge integral part of getting the British out of the West and further dismantling their campaigns out there. And his efforts led to the British surrendering the entire West. So when it came down to victory of the Revolutionary War, because he wrestled all this territory from the British, we ended up becoming a larger country than originally imagined from the original 13 colonies. So we had all this territory out here that became ours, that the British just handed over to us because of the efforts of General Clark. So yeah, he's also considered the father of Louisville. So present-day Louisville is basically where he set up shop, and it's where he's buried right now. So that's General George Clark. Now for the next few, I'm going to have to be reliant on you know, the sleuths, the previous detectives, the graveyard detectives. They came before me, because typically I don't depend on pins or anything as far as like seeking out like where the locations of these things, these graves are. So yeah, this might be a needle in the haystack situation. So I'm depending on you guys. Give me a proper pin. Let's see if I can find a couple of these Easter egg graves around here. But yeah, join me and let's see if we can locate a few of these. So as I try to locate these graves, these needles in a haystack, do me a favor and see if you can locate my subscribe button and join our channel and our community and help this small channel achieve the greatness it's supposed to have. We're kind of like the little engine that could right now, but you know, your subscription and your support would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, thank you for watching, and let's see if we can't find anything else worth noting around here. Yeah, all you graveyard enthusiasts far and wide, yeah, y'all did disappoint. So I found one of those needles in a haystack, and it's a pair of ladies. And let's see, let me set this up for you. We've all sang this song, and it is one of the most copyrighted songs. I bet you didn't know that, but it's one of the most copyrighted songs. And when I reveal it to you, yeah, it shocked me too. But these two ladies wrote that song, and I'm going to sing a little bit, but hopefully I don't get copyrighted. But here's their graves. Patty Smith and Mildred. So what song did they invent? Well, for the sake of, you know, my poor singing skills, it's that song you sing on your birthday. Yeah, that song. They invented it. They wrote it. They're buried here in Cave Hill Cemetery. So interesting, huh? You never know who you're gonna run into. So not too far from the birthday ladies is another needle in a haystack that I'm hoping we can go 2 for 2 on. Let's see. I'm putting faith in you guys. I absolutely am. So this one is kind of up my wheelhouse, you know, with kind of a presidential history. That's my forte. That's my interest. So this next one, if we can find it, fingers crossed, he was a friend and confidant of one of our beloved presidents. So let's get after it. Let's see if we can find this one. Okay, so after going uphill and downhill and uphill again and back downhill, I found it. And had I just trusted you guys, you were right. It was exactly where y'all said it would be. I don't know what I did. I just must have got spun out or something. But yeah, let me see if you recognize the name on that guy right there. That's the one I'm looking for. The second needle in a haystack. You guys are 2 for 2. Good job. Thank you so much. I probably would have gone back up and down that hill like 20 times, but see if you can recognize this name. Joshua F. Speed. Born November 14th, 1814, passed away May 29th, 1882. Does that ring a bell? So who is Joshua Speed? Well, Joshua Fry Speed, the F is Fry. He was a close friend. Ooh, about fell there. He was a close friend and business partner of Abraham Lincoln. I told you we were going to find somebody with close ties to an American president. So yeah, he close friend and confidant, business partner of Abraham Lincoln. And it was before Lincoln was the politician. When Lincoln got up out of Kentucky and Indiana, got a little older, he moved to where we all know Lincoln to be at, which was Springfield, Illinois. So when he moved to Springfield, Illinois, he worked at a general store and met Joshua Speed, his business partner. So they worked together at the general store, and it was through Joshua Speed that Lincoln started networking with Springfield's finest, and played a small part in introducing him to his future wife, Mary Todd. So yeah, that's Joshua Speed, Abraham Lincoln's best buddy. And as the day is getting longer here and the sun is getting higher, we need to continue moving on, regardless of whether or not I'm passing through the shade or not. But it's starting to get warm, so let's get to the next place. I think you're gonna like these. So the grave behind me is of a little girl her name was Samantha McDonald, and she died at a very young age, 3 or 4 years old. So this is the grave of her behind me, and it's very unique. A lot of people visit this particular grave because of its uniqueness. But her favorite song was Jesus Loves Me, and she would sing it all the time, and it was only fitting that her loved ones made a grave such as this. But this is a grave called Sammy's Swing. Take a look. So we're making our way to our final grave, our final stop, and I'm anticipating it's probably going to be a pretty busy, of all of them we've seen, it'll probably be the busiest of them all. So I'm just gonna try to track this one down the best I can. Shouldn't be too hard to find, so long as I follow my nose to those 11 herbs and spices. I believe I'm coming pretty close to our final grave. So I mean, it's been a great day of just getting out and walking and spending time with you guys. I missed it. I was away for a while and we had a baby, and that kind of took all of my time, rightfully so. So we're gonna try to get back to doing videos again, get a normal routine back, and you know, just be on the lookout for some more that I might send your way. Hit that notification bell, you know, get it while it's hot, and you know, subscribe and help support us. We like to go different places and get off the beaten path sometimes, and I'm at my final grave. So thank you for joining me, and I'm going to show you this guy. The Colonel. Let's do it. It's Colonel Sanders. Nice. Well, you didn't necessarily think I was going to leave you with a full stomach and nothing to wash it down with, so here we go. Colonel's back there behind me. Got one more for you. Didn't know if I was going to be able to find this one or not, but it may take a little bit more detective work. But we're going to go find a man that has the good stuff. Help wash down that Colonel's chicken. So let's go. It's a magician. So the magician's not the guy we were looking for. That's just something I just stumbled upon. That kind of caught me off guard. But I believe we got a little bit of walking, and kind of give you a little tip about the next grave, which I'm throwing in as a, I don't know, added bonus. So but we're in Kentucky, and it's the land of, instead of milk and honey, it's the land of horses and whiskey. So when it comes to washing things down, of course we're talking about whiskey. And if you're gonna be the kind of person that takes high value and all that of good whiskey, then you're gonna recognize the next guy. Doesn't get any better than that. So let's see if we can locate that one, and that'll be our last one. I promise. And then we'll get out of here before it's too hot. So all right, let's get to stepping here. So we've made it to the general area of our last stop, notable figure. However, I don't have a pin for it, so I'm gonna have to go back to the old school ways of just sniffing it out and bird dogging this thing. So it ain't nothing we ain't never done before, so we're gonna see if we can't do this, and I'm gonna take you with me so and kind of see how difficult it can be. But got to keep my eyes peeled. I'm in the neighborhood, however I've been misled before, so let's take a look here. It's pretty wide open. Now there is a pin, however it's I don't know if it's very reliable or not. I'm still over here just reading Tombstone, so if it doesn't seem like it's something very obvious right up front, then I'm not going to bore you with that, all this extra time trying to look for it. So you know, the advent of technology and the power of editing, we are going to find it right now. Gotta love technology, right? So that's Julian Van Winkle, better known for his whiskey brand, Old Rip Van Winkle, or as we call it in inner circles, Pappy Van Winkle. Probably the most expensive bourbon you could ever get. Nowadays, it's produced and manufactured by the Buffalo Trace Company, which is out of Frankfort, Kentucky. But old Julian Van Winkle, he came up with that recipe when he was 18 years old. And I mean, if you're gonna have whiskey, you might as well have the best. And those just a glass of it, I don't know, it's way too expensive for my taste. But I do have a taste for whiskey, and just as his grave's on my bucket list, so is one of these days, not so much get a bottle, but I gotta taste that and get a feel for what the best whiskey in the world would taste like. But you know, I say best whiskey in the world based off of price, but I haven't tasted it yet, so I mean it's to be determined, to be decided. So but yeah, back behind this tree right here we have Julian Van Winkle, also known as Pappy Van Winkle. Gotta love Kentucky. After 3 long hours of winding my way up and around and up hills and down hills and dodging goose poop and everything else that comes with walking through a cemetery, I have parked my car somewhere and walked away without marking where it is. So I'm hoping I don't spend the next 3 hours trying to find my car. And well, I hope I also don't spend the next 3 hours having a standoff with all these geese. So I guess I'm going to try my best to find these parking spots that I somehow left my car at and walked away from. But while I'm doing that, looking for my car, I'm going to end the video and wish you well and invite you to subscribe, join, hit the notification bell, and yeah, join me for the next. Oh, my car's over here. Excellent. So perfect timing. And well, yeah, join the family, this buried Americana family, and we'll see you next time. But for now, this episode's history.